Good morning, flower friends. We are going to plant irises today. I've been trying to find a spot in my overcrowded garden for some new irises. And if you hear background noise, it's my husband who's yakking on his phone and not paying attention to what I'm doing out here. So I just thought, this rock wall, this is my porch up here in front of me, the entrance garden behind me, but along this wall is a perfect spot for all of my new irises. That way I can keep track of them, keep track of their names, because I'll make myself a little garden map, which I draw out the picture where I place each one. And these are colors. I went for some more pinks and whites, because I have a lot of blues and purples and oranges and stuff in the garden, but not a lot of pinks. So and the pinks I did have, I just loved this year. So this rose, I don't know if you can see it behind me here. It's not a climbing, it's a ground cover rose, and it does beautifully. I had dug it out once and left a little piece, and it came back, and I just let it go because I didn't have time to worry about it. It's beautiful, but I don't want it here. I want my irises along here. I can move this to the back bed in the alleyway, and it will just do beautifully back there, and have a chance to bloom and grow. And I have them up. I have one up on my obelisk in the corner, so I have a lot of these roses, and the deer don't like them, so I can put them out in areas that the deer roam. I don't know why. I think they're super prickly. They don't seem to like them. No, deer will eat anything if they're hungry enough, but they haven't been hungry enough to eat these. So that being said, let me back up. You can see the wall a little bit. And I'm going to dig this all out and get it all weed free. And then we will start to plant the irises. So the tools I'll be using for this, let me get up here, is my root slayer shovel, which I love this thing. I got this one off of Amazon. I'll link to it in the description box. It makes digging up plants extremely easier. My hodag, I love this. I got this at a garden show in Boise, Idaho. A man in northern Idaho used to hand make them. It has lasted me 10 plus years and not lost its edge. It's just great. And I'll use that. And I'll rake away debris with my steel rake. Let me get this out of the way so I don't step on it and wonk myself. All right, first I'm going to start with this rose. I probably should cut it back, but I'm not going to take the time to do that. I'm just going to start digging it up. Well, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but this is the batch of iris I ordered this past spring, and it's from a new to me iris garden, and it's called Sutton's Iris Garden, and they are up in Idaho. Hopefully next year I'll get to go up there in May and tour their iris gardens, but I put it in order, and I ordered quite a bit. But what was amazing is they sent so many bonus iris that I was thrilled. I have tons of iris already. I'll struggle to find more spots for more, but you never can have too many. So anyways, I just wanted to make sure. This is not sponsored. They don't know me from Adam, but I wanted to give a shout out to them because not only are they just gorgeous iris that they sent, but they sent me extras. Anyways, unfortunately, I've been taking too long to get these in the ground. So they're a little more dried out than when they first arrived, but that's fine. They will do fine. So here is, this one is called Bahama Blues. This is one of the extras. So I'm going to plant them along this wall. I took out a batch of roses, or a couple of roses, because the gophers were eating them. So far, they've left for the most part, my irises alone. And so I'm just going to go ahead. I'll put the irises back here. Right here next to me is a pathway. And I will, no, Kitty, this is not fresh dirt for you to get into. Come on, Rachel. Anyways, in the spring, they will be beautiful up against this wall. And I'm keeping all the new ones together. In a minute, I'll show you where I planted the others against the other wall or by the other wall. And I think this is fantastic. I will also show you the map that I'm drawing. I draw a garden map to keep track. And I'll leave this on here until I make that map because it tells me which ones are where and I don't have to keep track at this moment. But you notice I'm burying them very shallowly. And I'm going to do them probably, about a little over a foot apart. And I could plant them further apart and then I wouldn't have to divide as soon as I will, but that's okay. I want to put these all together and just have a beautiful display. This one is Social Blush. I went for a lot of pinks in my order this year because I don't have a lot of pinks. And just so you see, let me see this leaf in the way. I might have to cut that off. It won't hurt it. I'll cut that off later. Anyways, I'm just barely burying the rhizome. Sometimes I even leave the back of the rhizome showing, but I put it in there, and that is it for planting my new iris. I will show you, let me see, if you have very clayish soil, I'll show you what you do. You just mound up an area, and then you plant in the mound. Now, this isn't where you're going to permanently put this, and then you cover it. Now, all around it could be plants that take more water, but since this is up a little bit, it won't get drowned when all the others are watered. Also, if you have clayish soil, you can mix up a gritty compost, make it very well draining, and do the heap, or like this hill, and then they won't get waterlogged and drowned. So that's how you do it if you have poor draining soil, which irises can handle a lot of things, but they don't like being waterlogged. Okay, now I'm going to unbury that and put that over here. This one is Carved Pumpkin. Ooh. Now, I'm not trying to put specific colors together. I'll worry about that later once I see how they bloom. And I don't remember if Carved Pumpkin was one I ordered. I don't remember ordering that. And I will look up pictures and see if I can share those with you. Let me see. This one is Baja Orange. I know I didn't order an orange. It might go well with the Carved Pumpkin. This one is Concertina. I know that one's pink. Maybe I do want to put the pinks next to each other. It's always a fun game. Got Milk. Oh, that one's a real pretty white. I think I'm going to put this one over here. I have another white one over there. So let me move this Carved Pumpkin, which won't hurt it one little bit. And I'll put Concertina right here. Now these should multiply just fine and produce more for me. Why I want more, I don't know, since I have a ton. Let me see, am I still in the camera over here? Yes, I am. Just making sure you can see. This was a pile of compost here, and I need to pull out stuff. So right here is another spot. Good spot. Now, since this has all been freshly disturbed, I probably will get some weed seeds coming up. I'll go ahead and put Got Milk here. Like I said, I should put them all together, and then I will decide what color mixes later. So there's one right there. Let me see. It might not still be in the camera, but I want to get one of these others in the ground. right here. Let's see. These two orange ones, I might decide on another spot. Let's see. Oh, got plenty down here. Let's see. This one is Blush of Pink. Oh, another pink. So I'll put that one over here. Okay. That's pretty much it for this bed, unless I wanted to come forward. Now, what I wanted to do, since I put them up against the wall, and this bed's about 3 foot deep, I was going to put like shorter growing plants in the spring along here, the front of it, and maybe mid-growing in the middle. I was thinking maybe of using this area as a cut flower garden next season. I'm always changing things around. It's what's great about annuals, as well as things that you can move readily. I'm always moving things as I see fit. Now, right down here below, I don't think if you could see it, that's my huckleberry fudge, which I absolutely love. I always say it should be called root beer float because it's just that coloration to me. So here's some weeds I need to pull up. I don't know what this one is. I was going to look in my video I did last spring. Yeah, I guess it still was spring because early June is still spring. But of what was blooming here. Just getting some of this oxalis weed out. Okay, so there are those. I could come forward not one, but a little bit and get these others planted. Or I could place them somewhere else. I could also place them along this wall here, which would work. But let me see what's left in here. Those must be orange because of their names. And this one is Barbara, My Love, and Strawberry Frosting. Ooh. Okay, let's see where I can find a spot for these two. I could go that direction. That is purple rustimonarda right there. So I could move that. That would be no big deal. Maybe we'll put them right up here because they'll be nice right there, and I can move them once they get bigger. But I think the two colors pinks on the different levels will be fantastic. And my iris right here always do gorgeous. So, like I said, I wanted to keep them together. And then I will go get my map and show you how I do that. All right, let me go get my map now. So I have my paper and I'm going to show you, let me back up here, my map. See, here's my former map. It's kind of getting in the glare of the ones over by the other wall, and I'll show you that in a moment. So now I'm going to do the same. Here is I just kind of draw my wall, and it curves slightly, and then here's the bed, and then walkway. And then I just put a mark for each iris. So this one is Blush Pink, and I write Blush Pink. Pink, and then Got Milk, and this one is Concertina, and up here is Strawberry Frosting, and that's up by Strawberry Frosting. And this one is slightly buried. Barbara, My Love. Barbara, My Love. And got that one. That one is Social Blush. Social Blush. And this one's Bahama Blues. But here, really quick, I will step back, let you see what the bed looks like, and then I'll show you the other one. But pretty much, this is my fancy dancy map. Right along here are all my others that I planted. So those are all my new irises in the ground, and that's how I plant them. It's very, very easy. I have a video also on dividing irises, and I've been dividing some others, so I'll show you how I do that too in another video again. So there you have it, planting your new iris rhizomes in the near fall. Still summer. We've got a couple more weeks of summer and then it's fall. This is September. But I could have done this in August and it would have worked fine. Just one more note as we watch Henrietta, the garden chicken. Anyways, one more note. I will water them all in well to make sure they have the moisture they need to start putting down roots, and they should start doing that right away, and they will make it through winter with flying colors. So now that we've planted my irises that I got from Sutton's Iris Garden in Idaho, please, in the comments below, would you please tell me where you like to buy your iris rhizomes? I'm always on the lookout for great sources of plants. And you never know what you'll find when you try a new spot. So that being said, please subscribe to this channel. Give me a thumbs up on this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.